So guys, I just want to talk about our audience feedback because I think it's really important that we discuss and look at what our audience are telling us so that we really create a good documentary. I was looking at all our audience feedback. The most popular ones are video responses and surveys. I think that's the easiest way that we can connect with our audience and that they can connect with us. So it really helps us improve our ideas and what we're going to do for our final project and stuff like that. Really, audience feedback helps us find out the age, the gender, the personalities of our audience, what they really want to see in a documentary. And so I was looking through all our audience feedback and found that we have a really, really young audience, which I think is good though because our documentary is about school, so we're going to reach all ages of school. People can really relate. They're going to be interested to find out what other children their age are doing in school, so they can kind of compare and stuff like that. And so the ages of our documentary audience feedback are 11 to 15 and 16 to 20. So it's really like a really broad range of ages, so we can communicate with lots of different children. We've got an even gender between our audience feedback, so we don't need to cater more to females, we don't need to cater more to males. We just keep it very kind of, gender neutral, just do it about school. I think everyone can relate to that. Statistically, 47% of our audience love observational documentaries and 24% prefer expository and performative. But I think it's good though that the majority of our audience prefer observational because we've obviously done an observational documentary, so we're catering to the wider audience. I do think though that the 24% that like expository and performative, part of our documentary I do feel is slightly expository because we're like imposing on these children's school lives, and so it's kind of like you're a fly on the wall, you get to see what they're doing. So I do feel like that will cater to the minority of our audience as well. So I really feel we're gonna, with our audience feedback, we've really taken it on board and done our documentary to how they like it. So I think it's going to go well, basically. Yeah.
I think one thing we done that really helped was when we first decided to do it about school. We went straight away and we went and asked all of our target audience, what's your favourite bits about school? What do you find most interesting? And I think that really helped, because then from then on we went on to make the story, write the script and stuff. And I think because they ended up telling us they liked free periods, lessons as well, drama and gossip and stuff. So we made sure we included all of them things, which I think really helped. And then we went on to do our pitch, and I think we can all agree we got really good feedback. Yeah, it went really well. The main thing that they said was that they liked the simplicity of our idea, because it meant we could get it across really effectively. Because we used evidence from our audience feedback, so we put in, in our picture, we put in, the graphs and stuff, it really showed that we'd really thought out, what we were going to do. They also said that our ideas were, really clearly thought out. We had a really clear idea of what we wanted because we knew what our audience wanted. It was really easy for us to then say, we'll do a bit about free periods, we'll do a bit in lessons. So our ideas were thought out like that. And then the visual style was apparently good as well. So because we're just doing it in a school, it was a really simple location. So it was really easy to access. So we were able to make it look good because our idea was so simple. We had a lot of time to make it look really good. We were told that we had a really good visual style. And then also, because our location was really easy to access, that helped as well.
One thing that I noticed from our audience feedback was that the audience really were interested in who the cast was because they really wanted it to be teenagers so that it was relatable for them, and all of the storylines that went on within the episode are things that the teenagers can connect with in their own lives. So I think that was a good aspect of our audience feedback that we took notice of. And we did focus on the students and only a few of the teachers. Another aspect that audience feedback actually touched on was with our ancillary tasks. So it was little things when the columns were too close together, we'd have somebody look at it and tell us this should be changed and that should be changed. And you can see that on our blog with the progression of each stage of our...
We've done quite a few.
Yeah, especially for the double page spread. You could definitely see the progression. I think the last thing that we were really told about was the stability of our clips. Do you remember that? Yeah. So it was at first we used a handheld camera because that was one of the conventions, but then some of the clips were unstable, so we did have to go back in with the tripod and
make it look more professional.
Of course, And yeah, that was something that came up a lot, and we did address for our final cut.
Yeah.
So that was always good. But generally, our audience feedback, it was really positive.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
we did, yeah.
And
we did act on it.
anything like constructive we've taken on board,
Yeah.
and we've definitely improved it, and
Yeah.
really like, I think this time round we've really like taken on board audience feedback
Yeah.
and made that our
it's
priority.
so important.
It's
Otherwise,
really important.
like, nobody will watch it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like,
They're like, our audience
we
are the
wanna
people that are
be-
going to see it, so
yeah,
we've really
we
like
really
put them
wanna
in the
be-
centre of our
yeah.
documentary.